The function f and g are defined as follows. F of x is equal to 5x plus 7 and g of x is equal to 3x minus 1. For the function given above, determine g of 1/3. Right, so we need to find g of 1/3. So we're using the function g of x. So g of x is equal to 3x minus 1. We substitute 1/3 for x. So anyway, I see x, we put in 1/3. So we'll get 3 multiplied by 1/3. Take away 1. 3 by 1/3 is 1. So 1 take away 1 is 0. So g of 1/3 is equal to 0. Second question, f inverse of -3. So we're using the function f of x. We put y equal to f of x, which is 5x plus 7. We interchange x and y. So we get x is equal to 5y plus 7. Then we make y the subject of the formula. So you send 7 in the next side, so it will be x take away 7 is equal to 5y. So y is equal to x take away 7, all divided by 5. So f inverse is equal to x take away 7, all divided by 5. We substitute -3 now into the f inverse function. So anyway, you see x, you'll put -3, so it's -3 minus 7 all over 5, which is equal to -10 divided by 5, which is equal to -2. There's another way to do this, and we just put -3 equal to f of x, because 3, so we put the function equal to -3. So 5x plus 7 equal to -3. Make x the subject of the formula, so you get -3 minus 7, which is -10, equal to 5x, and we divide by 5. So -10 divided by 5 is equal to -2. So x is equal to -2. So either way you work this out, you will get the answer, and it's correct. Okay, so let's move on to the next question. So the function f is defined as f of x is equal to 3 minus 2x. The diagram below shows the mapping diagram of function f determine the value of a. So we see the domains, and then we see the codomain, which is f of x, and the mapping, which is the function, is 3 minus 2x, right? So to find a, we need to substitute the domain in the function. So the domain for a, watching the mapping, the domain for a is -1. So we substitute -1 into the f of x function. So f of -1 is equal to 3 minus 2, where we see x equal -1, so multiply by -1, which is 3 plus 2, because our negative multiplied by negatives are positive, and 3 plus 2 is 5. So therefore a, which is the codomain, is equal to 5. Determine in their simplest form expressions for the inverse of the function f inverse x. So we know what f of x is. So f of x, we go back, f of x is equal to 3 minus 2x. So we know how to find the inverse of a function. So y is equal to the function. Okay, f of x is equal to 3 minus 2x. We make y equal to the function, so y is equal to 3 minus 2x. We interchange x and y, so you get x is equal to 3 minus 2y. Now we make y the subject of the formula. So we send the 3 on the next side, so it will be x -3 is equal to -2y, so x minus 3, all divided by -2, is equal to the f inverse function. the composite function f squared x. The composite function f squared x. So we get f squared x is equal to a composite function f of into f of x. F of x into f of x. So we substitute f of x into f of x. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So we write f of x, which is equal to 3 minus 2x. And I'm writing it again just to give you a picture. F of x is equal to 3 minus 2x. So we're substituting f of x into f of x. So you get, anywhere you see x, you're going to put f of x. Right? So you will get f of x is equal to 3 take away 2 in brackets we put in f of x, which is 3 take away 2x. Now we simplify, so we get 3. 2 by 3 is 6. 2 by negative 2 is positive 4x, because a negative and negative is a positive. 3 minus 6 is negative 3 plus 4x. So f squared, but f of x is equal to negative 3 plus 4x. Right, so say the next question. Say the value of f inverse of negative 2x. So f inverse will give you back the answer. So the answer will give you negative 2. You will get negative 2 as the answer. But let's show the working. So f inverse of 2, we found f inverse from before, part 2 above. So we substitute negative 2 minus 3 over negative 2, you get negative 5 on negative 2. Negative and negative is a positive, so you get 5 on 2. Now we're substituting f inverse negative 2 into f of x. So now we'll find f of 5 over 2. So you get 3 minus 2, 5 over 2. Multiply by 5 over 2, so you get 3 minus 5. And 3 minus 5 is equal to negative 2. So f inverse of negative 2 is equal to negative 2, which we knew, but I just showed you the working. Next question, June 2019. The function f and g are defined by f of x is equal to 9 all over 2x plus 1 and g of x is equal to x minus 3. Say the value of x that cannot be in the domain of f. So we see that f of x is a fraction. So the only one, the denominator cannot be 0. So we put 2x is plus 1 is equal to 0, which is the denominator. We solve for x. So 2x is equal to negative 1 and x is equal to negative 1 all over 2. So x cannot be negative a half. Right? So x cannot be negative a half. It could be anything else. Find the simplest form of the expression fg of x. So f of x is equal to 9 all over 2x plus 1 and g of x is equal to x minus 3. So we substitute g of x into f of x. So wherever I say x, we're going to put g of x. Right? So we substitute, so f g of x, wherever I see x and f of x, you're going to put g of x. So f g of x is equal to 9 all over 2. And for x, we put in g of x, so brackets x take away 3 plus 1. Right? So we simplify, we work it out. 9 all over, we simplify it. So 2 by x, 2x. 2 by negative 3 is negative 6 plus 1. So fg of x is 9 all over 2x take away 5. Negative 6 plus 1 is negative 5. So the composite function fg of x is equal to 9 all over 2x minus 5. So we're finding f inverse of x. So we know how to do this. We did questions like this before. So f of x is equal to 9 all over 2x plus 1. So first thing you do, put y equal to f of x is equal to 9 take away 2x plus 1, right? So y equals to 9 all over 2x plus 1. We interchange x and y. So x is equal to 9 all over 2y plus 1. So we're making y the subtractive formula. So let's send the whole denominator on the next side. So it'll be x multiplied by 2y plus 1 is equal to 9. We expand, so x by 2y is 2xy, and x by 1 is x. So 2xy plus x is equal to 9. So remember, we're making y the subtractive formula. So let's send x on the next side. So 2xy is equal to 9, take away x. Then let's divide by 2x, so y is equal to 9 minus x all over 2x. So f inverse of x is equal to 9 take away x all over 2x. Question, June 2018. The function f with domain A is equal to 1, 2, 3 is given by f of x is equal to half x take away 3. Find the value of f of 1. So we know how to do that. We substitute x1 for x. So it'd be half by 1 take away 3. A half by 1 is a half. Take away 3. So a half take away 3 is 2.5. So negative 2.5. Here we go. So f of 1 is equal to negative 2.5. Alright, so find the value of x for which f of x is equal to negative 2. Alright, so f of x is a half x minus 3, and that's equal to negative 2. We find for the value of x, so we make x the subject of the formula. Send negative 2 on the other, negative 3 on the other side, so it turns to positive 3. So negative 2 plus 3 is equal to 1. So x is equal to 1 divided by a half, or 1 multiplied by 2. So x is equal to 2. Right, so that's the value of x. An ordered PA for the function is expressed in the form AB using the answer from 2A1 and A2. Otherwise, list the ordered pair for the function, right? So the domains was given. So the domains are 1, 2, 3. So there will be 3 ordered pair with those domains. So from part A1, you know that the codomain for 1 is a half. So the ordered pair will be 1, negative 2.5. For 2, we also found that. So x is equal to 2 is equal to negative 2. So that's the next ordered pair. So now f of 3, we don't know that. So we need to find that using a function. So a half by 3, negative 3. So a half by 3 is 3 over 2, which is 1.5. Take away 3. And 1.5 take away 3 is 1.5. Or negative 1.5. So this is not showing, right? So negative 1.5. Therefore, the third ordered pair will be 3, negative 1.5. So explain why f of x cannot be equal to 5. So I underlined the 3 other way, right? So why f of x cannot be equal to 5 for the specific function, for the function specified on page 13, which is the function that we use. So let's see what will be the domain for x equal to 5. So let's put the function equal to 5. A half x minus 3 is equal to 5. So 5 half x is equal to 5 plus 3, which is 8. Half x is equal to 8, so x is equal to 8 multiplied by 2. So x is equal to 16. So that is not our domain that was given on page 13. So this f of x cannot be equal to a half because it's not in the domain that was specified. And the domain could only be 1, 2, or 3. This is not 1, 2, or 3. So it's not in the domain, so it cannot, f of x cannot be equal to 5. Any questions? Put it in the description below, and please like and subscribe. Thank you.